Hey, just let me know when this starts going. I've got out of practice doing this stuff.
Cass, stop trying to show inappropriate skin.
I want to show them my jellyfish.
Yeah.
You look like a
Just
whore.
let me know. Yeah. Anyway, been a while. Ooh, ooh. All right, there we go.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Huh?
Did you
What?
just zip up your pants?
Oh, no, I had an itch.
No, he's up to
The right one. What? It's not like we're live or anything.
Yes, we are.
SCNS After Dark.
whoop whoop.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for our first show of the season. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jason the X, my friends over here. This is Kat.
We're still working out the kinks, but not working out the kinks, if you know what I mean.
I totally do. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, over there's Cass.
My name's Cass.
What is wrong with
I don't know.
Anyway?
I accidentally made it become my bit.
Over there tweaking the knobs, making everything look pretty and sound great. Cora.
Hi, I am regretting my decision for coming in tonight.
That's fair.
Tweaking the knob sounds gross.
Ew.
I am enjoying like the improvements that we've made, like listening to the show like this way. It sounds a lot better and got one more camera to upgrade or whatever.
It does probably sound a lot better. We have to hear it live.
Yeah. I was going to say, I can't think of anything more narcissistic than listening to your own
Everyone
show on your headphones.
everyone would constantly shit on our audio anyway, and it was like a bane of my existence. Y'all leave, and I would just like be freaking out like the audio is terrible.
We don't think production value is important.
Production value is great.
It's our in real life jobs. But like, who cares?
But anyway, we closed out the season talking about the best of everything, but we're going to open up the season with
Talking about the worst of everything.
preferably.
The Oscars are still a thing.
Screw those. I don't even.
Anybody hear about Emily in Paris season 4?
I like tried to literally. Well, I don't even recognize a bunch of these movies. Like,
Yeah.
no, screw that noise.
Our parents watched Conclave and then came to us and they said it was an incredibly dull movie. And I was like, oof.
Oof.
You guys like super boring movies.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
the stuff I wanted wasn't in there. Anyway, so best of what we're anticipating for 2025. So movies, television. I assume we're going to talk about toys as well.
We
Oh, yeah,
surely.
my favorite toy.
Exactly. I'm talking about toys.
It's a plushie. It's $7 at Dollar General.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I wish my stuff was that.
It looks like a hamster.
I just found out like my first major action figure purchase is about to go down here very
Oh, yeah?
soon. I love Mezco's, all 5 Power Rangers.
Oh.
That's going to be a big set. And they sent me the, hey, we coming for your money email.
Yeah.
So
A big set.
it's like, here we go. Oh, look
Another
who's
point out after.
decided to join us.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Just
Baby. Oh.
Wanted
just
some
wants the attention. Look,
Yeah.
I
she's so
mean,
starved for it.
Nobody
Anyway,
in our audience, I'm sure, likes kitty cats at all.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
not
pretty sure
a big
everyone
sell.
To see her adoring fans.
She's so cute.
but yeah, that's some material. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. So,
Absolutely.
what movies are coming out in 2025 that
We're all
everyone's
like, let's
excited for?
switch the screen on our lists.
Oh, Wicked 2.
What?
Wicked
Did you see
2.
part 1?
I did.
Is it any good?
It was
It's
very good.
really good.
It was so much better.
I'll go see it if it's not a musical.
It is a musical.
Never mind.
It's not a musical. Go see it.
I did
Nice
not
try.
think it was going to be good. I took one look at that runtime and I was like,
I did too, and then
no, it slapped.
we watched it because we have a movie night every Wednesday.
Right.
And one of our team members was like, we're going to watch this week. And I was like, all right, I can do that. And we watched it and I was like, oh no, I get it now. I understand why the length is that it is because they actually expounded on things that they kind of rushed.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of long run times. Cass can tell you. My super medicated ADHD is still like, Lord of the Rings is too long. Every horror movie is too long. Like all of these. And even I felt like it was pretty justified runtime considering that it's the length of the entire musical for the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about part 2. I will say, I discovered during part 1 that I do not know nearly what I thought I knew about Wicked. I know like basic plot, mostly character arcs, and that's mostly it. And so I'm excited, and I know Act 2 less than I know Act 1, for sure. So I'm really excited to see what don't I know, what surprises are coming.
So my roommate Nathan,
Oh Lord, so he turned like a 15-minute thing about Wicked.
yeah, it's important.
This is what
Strap
this
in.
is.
There's other movies coming out.
Hey,
No, there's not.
Wicked is our generation's Hamilton, so we get to be crazy about
That
it. Thank
sounds.
What is our
Anyway, my roommate Nathan is a huge fan of the musical. He also is a huge fan of the book.
Yeah.
Also, he's read all of the original Wizard of Oz books, and then he's read all of the Wicked books because there's multiple. Mm-hmm. And so he is just a walking encyclopedia of this knowledge, which is really fun because we would have moments where like we had to pause because like someone had to go to the bathroom, and then he would just rattle off things. He's like,
He would neuro-spicy vomit.
He would
until
neuro-spicy
somebody got
vomit.
back.
My favorite one was like when they do the down shot at Shiz with the dragon clock. He went, "That's the dragon clock," and then like freaked out, and then he calmed down. And then one of the kids went to the bathroom, and one of the members was like, "So what's the dragon clock?"
Yeah.
And then me and I both just went like, "All right, let's get comfortable. This is gonna be a minute," because it was a 20-minute explanation on what the dragon clock is and why it's important, and that for the musical purposes, this is just here as an Easter egg.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
so
you could have just said that, but no, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
very much looking forward to it.
I mean, I for one, the guys movie of the year, the new Bridget Jones movie. The fact that we're going back to the well on this again.
What's the what?
She's-
Renee Zellweger.
I'm gonna stop right now. Anyway, Captain America: Brave New World.
Captain America: Brave New World.
Look, I will never forgive the MCU for making me like the Falcon. Historically, I have shit on the Falcon in the comics,
The MCU
but the MCU,
or Anthony Mackie.
both of them.
Yeah.
I blame both of them because honestly, I hated that character in the comics, and since granted, he debuted in The Winter Soldier, one of the best movies, and he nailed that character. Yeah. They made the Falcon make sense. Damn it!
Absolutely.
And
love him.
Anthony Mackie is just absolutely fantastic, and I'm really waiting to see his first outing as Captain America,
Cass and I had
like full-on feature film, not just the show.
had the privilege of being in Hall H when they did a lot of this stuff for it. And it's kind of funny because Cass has shit on the MCU a lot.
Oh, so much.
And we walked
I think
out of
I paid
that
apply and save
presentation
or
and I was
whatever.
like, you have to like the MCU again.
I was so mad about it.
I
because,
just found the figs today too.
Nice.
The Captain America, the wings are so good, and I was a little disappointed because I think the wings for Falcon, because we never got a Marvel Legends of Falcon's uniform and Bucky and his show, so I kind of hope they'll go back to the well and give us that figure just because it looked really cool. But I mean, as long as we're on the slate of Marvel, though, Captain America is going to be great and all. Let's talk about Fantastic Four. What the hell? What was a scoff? Look, Thunderbolts is going to be the lowest movie. I already know. Okay, look, it's.
I have never in my life given a shit about the Fantastic Four.
I don't get that. I mean, you didn't watch Fantastic?
Because I absolutely did. I was working at a theater at the time. I saw it on opening night and went through the whole thing.
I'm sorry, but the best possible property of Fantastic Four has already been released. It was in Arrested Development, and it was a musical.
Oh, no.
I cannot believe that I have to care about the MCU again. I don't know that I can care about Fantastic Four until maybe it comes out and good reviews come out. I'm only familiar with them from the god-awful movies.
She has to care about MCU again, but broke into tears on the announcement of Doomsday in Hall H.
That is mostly because I was in Hall H when they announced Robert. I don't even know how I feel about the announcement. I just lost my mind.
It was
It's magic.
You've seen the reveal online probably of how it was set up and stuff, and there was a special energy to the way the announcement was.
I mean,
it was
that was y'all's
just fine.
first time in Hall H.
Lost
so,
my
yeah.
entire mind, left me for good.
I'm hoping this is a return to form for MCU this year.
I am too. I personally think Thunderbolts could be really fun.
Oh yeah, I'm all for it. I want
would-
to see it. But
I would love a Suicide Squad-esque, just absolute bonkers, start to finish. Would be fun. I don't know that the MCU has that in them, but
we'll see. But I
I
mean,
mean, Ragnarok, but just not know what it's like.
yeah.
let's continue the okay, this is gonna sound weird for me. I'm excited for Superman.
I have never given a shit about a Superman movie. I want this movie
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is Lois Lane.
because, like, I grew up with the Batman and Superman animated show and all that stuff, and that's what I grew up knowing Superman is.
Yeah.
And then and every time I've seen a Superman trailer, I have been unimpressed because that is not Superman. And it bothers me. It's like, I don't even know that much about him. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then I watched this trailer and almost cried because this is exactly what I wanted. And
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and that's it. That's
The single best thing that I've ever seen in Superman was in the Justice League TV show, and he's fighting. What is it? Alpha Beam. What is his name?
Darkseid.
Darkseid. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. He
Omega
says-
beams actually. These are
Yeah,
alpha
he
beams.
says, I live in a world of cardboard. I have to constantly, and now with you, I can let loose. And like, you don't get that energy from Superman movies almost ever. I feel like you do a little bit in this one.
I'm seeing it. Also, just the way he depicts Clark,
Yeah.
I'm ready for.
go on, sorry.
A very good Clark-looking person, and I don't know if you guys saw Pearl. It was a horror movie. It has that guy.
Yeah.
And Christian told me when we were watching it, like, that's going to be Superman. I was like, yep. I see it.
Who knew? Superman.
I'm also excited for the different amount of other DC characters that are going to be in this, including one that I've never seen, but I only know about because Nathan has gone on like dissertations on this character, and that's Metamorpho.
Yes.
Like
It took me a second to realize that was him too.
Yeah, when I showed him, like when we watched the trailer together, he broke down all the different characters that was in it because Superman is like his.
Yeah.
And Guy Gardner full on bowl cut.
Yeah. I didn't realize, by the way, that was Nathan Fillion until like the second watch because I got so
Amazing.
distracted by the triangle bowl cut.
It's like all you can see at first.
Real quick, Jason, we need to turn the fan off.
Oh crap! Sorry.
It keeps like taking priority
I got
of
it,
the
I got it,
audio
got it.
and cutting people off.
What if it's the only fan we have?
Extremely rude.
Nope,
to
there's
us.
Okay, there we
There's
go.
someone else in the there's someone in the chat.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Texas base for off-brand.
Oh,
Totally
that's
not a
side
bot.
The hesitation.
Oh yes, I see.
sidekicks and side quests. We
lovely.
have to
Yeah.
do something.
Hey.
They're supposed to be reaching out to you anyway. So back to movies we're excited for.
Man.
Yes.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
That's the one I was waiting for her to mention. The surprise hit of last year, honestly.
So I realized something really funny with FNAF 2 and Wicked 2. I think they're going to be coming out around the same time, and it's just really funny to me. But I'm really excited.
Are we going to dress up again and go to the theater?
Yes.
Are the rest of our crew going to participate?
I did not care about Five Nights at Freddy's when we saw the first one. Now I'm a huge fan, so yes, I will be dressing up as well.
I think we should
I
all.
love that I was cosplaying a character I knew nothing about and just like talking.
Yeah, and it still worked.
And people were just like, "Can we take a picture with you?" I'm like, "I'm really."
Now-
It's a top hat.
Now
and a
I know
bow.
way too much about it.
Yeah. Did you also watch
I watched
the?
all the fan videos.
I was about to say, did you watch the 8-hour video going over the lore?
Of course not.
No, it's okay if you did. I've watched it twice.
Oh my god.
I didn't understand it the first time. Anyway,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's going to be great.
It's gonna be fun.
Just a lot of fun
Yeah.
in the original. They didn't remove the fun from the lore. They enthusiastically included it.
Is anyone excited for
loving way.
Lilo and Stitch?
No.
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 Okay.
So the Conjuring 4.
Did you know that Zootopia 2 is coming out?
Oh, that's
Is it?
cool.
Like, I feel like we should have heard something by now.
Yeah, I think it was like it might be one of those things where it's like maybe sometime in 2025.
Okay.
Disney doesn't have a good track record with sequels.
You know who?
The Inside Out 2 was very good.
It is. I would count that as Pixar because I think Pixar does a little bit better, but it is absolutely Disney.
I don't differentiate them since Steve Jobs sold it.
Absolutely fair.
Steve Jobs used to own Pixar.
Yeah.
And I used to work at Apple. And the indoctrination is real.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah, they don't have a good track record with sequels aside from like Toy Story 2.
Well, that's why I was mentioning a standout as a separate because I think
And
you're
that
right.
slapped.
Megan 2.0.
Yeah, one of the dumbest horror movies I've ever seen. I loved it.
Really was, and I'm
Yeah.
here for the second one.
Yeah,
Like when you mentioned sequel, I was like, oh yeah,
yeah.
Megan 2.0.
The Conjuring 4
Yep.
should be coming out this year. I loved the first two. I accidentally took a Xanax before I watched the third one, so I didn't think it was scary. I need to
She
rewatch
complained
it.
about it.
I was
She
like,
was
"It didn't
like,
feel very
it
scary."
didn't like get me. And I was like, you took something that flattens you out.
You
No
took an
judgment. Like, I have the
anti-fear
same
drug.
prescription.
and then watched a horror movie.
I feel like we haven't talked about another sequel coming out this year that I'm going to like push people out of the way of to get into the theater, and that's Constantine 2, starring Keanu Reeves.
Huh? No.
I don't have a basic understanding of
I
how
don't
that
even think that's a
shit
real
could
thing.
work.
It's yes, it
Oh,
is.
100%.
It is. So I was a huge fan of the original movie, which apparently was a hot take back in the day.
It was a perfect,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. They're making a second one, and Constantine is still going to be played by Keanu Reeves, and I'm sold. That's it. That's all I need.
Absolutely.
Still not British or blonde. Okay.
I don't care.
That's
It's
okay.
its own separate thing that weirdly kind of gets it, like the Gotham TV show a little bit. Kind of gets
That is
Batman.
not a good example.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
After
You
season
don't
one.
like Batman, so like you don't have a.
Oh, I do really Batman.
Cannot have an opinion.
I absolutely can have an
No.
opinion.
Illegal.
the Gotham show was crap. Anyway,
Yeah, very very different take on Constantine. I of course also love Matt Ryan as Constantine the TV show, but yeah, like very interesting, odd take on
And like if
Constantine.
you're seeing this, no matter what, nerds, come at me. Sometimes a not entirely like on brand by the book canon take on something is great in its own way.
I love the Silent Hill movie. Very different.
oh
from the
yeah, I'm
games.
ready for another Silent Hill movie.
Yeah.
The last one was really good. Like, I don't think it had as big as a release, but it was better than I thought than the first one.
The one with Jon Snow in it?
I believe so.
They went a little too heavy on the CGI for me because I love the first one partially because it used dancers and was very practically focused. But I did like the second one.
Oh, Star Trek Section 31.
So, right?
That's coming out in 2025.
Is it?
Yeah, that's coming out in 2025. Give me all the Michelle, yo.
Yeah.
I saw an old fight scene, her first one with her and Cynthia Rothrock, like back in the 80s. And honestly, it was one of the most bomb. Like, I remember watching it as a kid and appreciating it, and then watching it today, like, holy shit, this was a damn good action scene. It was fast and it was quick.
She doesn't miss.
No.
Michelle Yeoh does not miss.
No. So I'm excited just for some Star Trek in the theaters again, honestly.
And like I wasn't a fan of the last couple. I really liked the reboot, and then I felt like they fell off. But this is bringing it back to Discovery, right?
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, this is
I feel like that could be a lot
the
of fun.
Black Ops wing of Star Trek,
Yeah.
of the Federation.
Yeah,
So-
I could really get into that.
But also, it's Michelle Yeoh. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oscar winner,
Oscar winner.
Michelle Yeoh. Let's just put the respect on her name. So I'm ready for that. Just because, she was so
watched
badass.
That woman grocery shop.
Yeah,
Who wouldn't?
Like,
I think we want to mention though the one that we're obviously most excited about, which is Now You See Me 3.
Never even seen
I am
one.
still mad, so mad that it wasn't Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and then have like a third fun title.
Were they
Now,
like
where
thieves
am I?
or something?
the magicians.
Magicians.
They're
But like
Like,
also
heist
maybe wizards.
magicians.
Okay.
Like I want to see it because I have heard that it is still a fun time. The first one,
They're
It kind
Oh.
of is.
but
kind of fun.
It's logically
bonkers.
gobbledygook.
Wait, are we getting a Knives Out sequel this year?
Yeah.
I think late this year, yeah.
It's either late this year or early next
Okay,
year.
because I
Don't
really
remember.
love that series, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, but we didn't talk about the most exciting one. They're
Oh, God,
making
here we go.
another Mission Impossible.
I don't.
Boy, I fell off of those movies a while
Mission
ago.
Impossible, the final mission, part 7.
I
It
put
is the
those.
final something.
Is it?
I put those right up there with the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm not
I did
going
actually, I have seen, I think I've seen all of them except for maybe 2 now. They're not bad.
I tapped out at 3.
That's fair. 3
With
kinda
the
slapped,
masks,
though.
the-
I loved 3.
I-
Philip Seymour Hoffman was always amazing.
Sure.
But
That
they're-
is when I fell off, though. It was
They're-
the whole, like, oh, the mask.
They're
It's disguise self.
incomprehensible nonsense, though, and I will admit that. It did produce the most iconic action thing to have happened in the last 30 years, which is reloading his fists.
I thought you were
Henry
talking about the
Cavill.
motorcycle off the cliff.
It
And then
is-
he's talking into his comms
Yeah.
while he's free falling. I don't know if you've ever heard skydiver audio. It's unintelligible dribble. Like
Yeah.
you can't, and he gets the car to like meet him based on his comms while he's free falling. It's amazing.
No, Henry Cavill reloading his fists will always be worth the entire Mission Impossible
Anything,
franchise.
anything Henry Cavill, worth it.
Did we get all the
Except-
movies?
Superman.
No, see, here's the thing.
You know what?
I-
It's been done.
They didn't give him a fair shot. I
They
feel like.
didn't. But there is another movie that genuinely excited for, and that's Del Toro's take on Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay?
This.
I
Oh,
don't know.
that's
Frankenstein?
that's
Del Toro's doing
soon too,
Frankenstein
isn't
this
it?
year.
Who's doing Frankenstein? Ugh, you know Robert Eggers is doing
Wish we had better
something
notes.
called Werewolf.
Huh.
Not this year. It's gonna be.
Interesting.
I
really
saw an
odd.
article with him where he said he has no interest in doing something set in the modern times ever. He's like thinking about directing a scene with a car in it makes me wince.
You
And
know,
thinking about filming a phone screen makes me physically want to vomit.
you know what? I
Like,
can
I kinda get
respect
it.
him
I
for
get
that.
it. I get it.
And it
Why
was
does
such a
this
strong, like,
changing?
Yeah. Quick shout out to the John Wick spinoff, which
Ballerina.
Ballerina, starring Anna de Armas. I don't know. It could be a lot of fun. I love the
I'm
John
willing
Wick
to give this a
series.
chance.
Yeah, they're just the most actiony action movies to have come out ever,
that's the
and
thing.
I like.
I think John Wick suffers less from the idea of it being a spin-off than most things because it has no substance.
Yeah.
So, like, there could only really be one thing you're copying, and it's
Yeah.
the batshit action vibes.
Yeah.
So,
So somebody
like,
with a pencil, like, love that. I like Anna de Armas. Loved her in Knives Out. So.
All right, did we get all the movies? 'Cause we'll move on to some. Let's talk about some gaming.
I have
Oh?
I have at least one anime movie I'm excited for, and that
Okay.
is The Rose of Versailles. I'm just so very
Oh
excited.
yeah, you brought that up before.
Yeah.
they're really pretty art.
It's really pretty artwork, and the just the boss ass bitches that are
Are
just
we
throughout
seeing
the
a
whole
theatrical release on that one? That okay, yeah.
Yeah, we are getting a theatrical release on this.
It's just
we
such a good time we live in.
we don't know when it's gonna be here, and I don't care when it is. I will go there, and I will also cry at that.
Yeah.
Many movies here.
Absolutely.
They're remaking The Naked Gun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm skeptical, but I'll watch.
Could go very wrong.
All right, all right.
The first one had OJ.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's talk about some video games. Cora, video game that you're excited for this year. I already know. I'm wondering which one she's going to start with here.
Suikoden remaster.
What? What? What is that?
The Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster comes out March 6th.
Ever mentioned Suikoden before?
I've never heard of this. What is this? What is this game? Is it a shuriken? Is that like what the ninjas throw?
Well, you see, Suikoden.
Oh no! You stop right there.
You're not Nathan. We don't have the whole show.
Yeah.
That's true.
Of course, I knew that. Cass.
If Silk Song does not come out this year, it's not going
So
to.
there is a rumor I heard about the Silk Song announcement,
Sure.
and that is since they've already announced like the new Switch coming out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that the next Nintendo Direct, because I think it's an indie Direct, is going to have it, and I've watched people, like I watched someone do a red string, like, all right, here we go, this is why this is going to be the day.
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, like because of the cake that, like, they're like, the cake that is the icon for the developer that made that was like, oh, that's interesting, news coming. That cake is from an article that was on this day and this year, and this is the same day as the Nintendo Direct. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I love.
And we're going to get more
feed
into the upcoming
trolls.
Nintendo Direct. And
Yes.
In all honesty, Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Origins, yes.
Weirdly, the new Mafia video game.
Really?
I mean, no, that's a solid
Like,
series.
Yeah.
It's a solid
That's a good
series,
performer.
and
That's-
this one is in Italy, and I think it'll be really interesting. Like, the previews look dope. I've never been. It's only weird because I've never been super into the Mafia games, and I'm like, I want to play this. This looks fun.
Yeah.
You'll get to have an iron grip on the olive oil industry.
Yeah.
Fun fact: if you buy olive oil that is from Italy, it is being controlled by the mob. Please
cool
don't
is
kill
that?
me.
One that I'm
cool was it?
I was gonna, not one I'm anticipating, but did come out in 2025 that I am currently enjoying the hell out of, and it's Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Because I want to go ahead and just do the mea culpa now. We crapped all over that game when we looked
Oh,
at it.
absolutely.
We called it all kinds of unoriginal, wannabe Overwatch crap. Oh, look, Marvel want to get into the Overwatch game. So Marvel did get into the Overwatch game, and they came strong.
Really?
I'm mad we can't play it
Yeah.
yet. We don't have a PS5. But, like, the stuff I'm reading about it is insane. And, like, I really want to play it. And the funniest thing that I saw today was that some of the, like, skins that give you a large, like, outline take up too much of your screen. They're tactical disadvantage.
That makes
Even
sense.
though they don't change your hitbox.
Yeah.
But just,
Who are you meaning?
it's right now, Punisher, Luna Snow, Captain America, and Moon Knight. But here's the thing. This game is free to play. And it is enjoyable. Now, granted, you got to
As
have
long
like,
as you pay $700 to get a PlayStation.
well, yeah, that part you do have to cover. But it is a free to play game. And I kind of just started playing it lots like, okay, let's see how this game is. And 5 hours later, I'm like, holy crap, this is really good. I'm trying to like max out my Punisher stats, and then I'm gonna probably move on to like Iron Man. But Marvel did it. Marvel did it.
So this is I told my friend the other day, my brain rot is giving Marvel infinite chances. Except every once in a while, they do come through, and they come through in a big way.
But on top of it, it's a fun game to play. It's free to play. The community around the designs of these characters has not been all right since it started.
I'm just gonna say, because I'm not playing it. I'm not good at those kind of games. I've accepted that.
Yeah.
And this is also just a plea to the developers of the game and the people that are in charge of like putting characters in the game. If you put Gambit into the game, I will play it, and I will only play as Gambit.
I mean, they're talking about we're going to be getting like 4
Doesn't matter
characters.
his role or his abilities or his section. Like,
Congratulations.
put him in the
David. It's
fucking
your
game.
name.
I think the chances are good because we're supposed to be getting like 4 characters like every 6 months,
Wow.
which is a pretty good turnaround. But community, stop,
Get it
please.
together.
Go outside. Look,
mean,
I understand, Squirrel
touch
Girl.
grass.
She got them apple bottom jeans, got the boots with the fur.
To be fair, they purposely mapped all of the bits on the characters and made them available because they knew what would happen, because they watched what happened with Overwatch and went, well, we can't prevent it. Let's just lean
Roll
into it.
34
It's
exists.
34.
it's free
They are
advertising.
daddying up Magneto, and Venom, surprisingly, is like,
They are not the first
That's
to
It's
daddy
not
up Magneto.
97 and Daddy Magneto
No.
beyond anything.
Look,
I
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, just for a game that
Why?
I had zero
Wow.
faith in.
So like metal.
It's
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
fun. I was like, oh, yes, it absolutely is an Overwatch clone, like when Overwatch was
But
fun.
Overwatch was taken from us.
Yeah.
Like,
And now it has been brought
stolen.
back. And but
In its roughest form.
but I don't even know where to begin because we are pulling from a plethora of Marvel
So many
characters.
characters, yeah.
They could, like the rumor we're getting like Paste Pot Pete. No, one gives a crap about. They put Jeff the land shark in as a character.
Jeff is so cute though.
Jeff is adorable. I would love a pet Jeff.
I did see that there is a rumor, and it is a rumor that Emma Frost is coming.
There's a rumor.
And
Also, I hate playing against Jeff, that little stupid Pokemon that I love so much. He is a Pokemon. Look at him.
The funniest community thing that I've seen is right when it came out, they were like, it's so clearly just a rip of Overwatch. Look, they have a character with Widow in the name. And I was like, predates Overwatch by so long.
Hold up.
okay.
No, but yeah, it's fun.
Funny.
And I hate shit on this game now. Serve up the crow.
I will say, there's been so many times on this show where I'm talking about
We were
how
wrong.
good something was, and I'm like, I did shit
What's
on
your
that, didn't
biggest?
I?
What's your biggest one that you could think of immediately? Because I got mine instantly.
Oof.
Oh, God, I have another one. And it's apologies to y'all.
What?
I watched Penguin.
Oh, it slaps,
And
right?
I loved it.
It's so good.
And we can move on. Back to video games.
I think it might be Gotham.
But
I think I talked absolute shit about Gotham on
And
this show.
absolutely
and
deserve
now
it.
I love it.
we'll get
God
into
of War
television. But
2018.
Yeah, you were convinced that thing was gonna be
Wait, which
the
one?
Pits.
God of War 2018.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
one
a
of
God
your
of War fan.
top
I
five?
cosplay Kratos. They put a beard on him and gave him
Ugh.
another kid. What the? And it's so good.
Your top 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
top 3.
Yeah.
Like
any other games?
I'm excited for some like updates that are going to be coming to some of the indie cozy games that I play. Fields of Mystery is going to have another major update this year, and I think they're planning for another one as well later. So like we're going to have 2 major updates this year. We're supposed to be getting some more little news about Haunted Chocolatier. We've already gotten a lot, but it looks like that game's not coming out for another 2 years, and I want it now.
I would like to counter that immediate cozy stuff with I need Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Who we deem what will be the smelliest game
Yes.
to exist, game world to exist in.
Did you see that PlayStation is trying to develop a smell-o-vision, whatever?
You told us that.
No, that's a third-party product that already exists.
Oh.
Sony is trying to make it a reality, and oh my gosh.
Who keeps asking for this shit?
I learned and then forgot how to pronounce it. Ghosts of
Tsushima.
Go.
what's the
Yotai.
word? Yotai.
Oh, Yotai.
Yeah.
Yotai.
Is that Ghost of Yotai?
Should be is
Oh, I forgot
announced
it.
for this year.
Ooh.
Voiced by Eric
It
Ishii.
is.
Yeah.
That movie is also supposed to come out this year. Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
Is
well,
it this year?
That's what it's still planned for this year, but that's probably going to get pushed.
well, as
back,
long as we're in
honestly.
Japanese lore and killing people, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I'm ready.
Maybe.
I'm ready.
Did they already delay it? They already delayed it.
I think they already
Is
delayed it.
Yeah,
I
and
think
I'm-
they
you know
delayed it
what?
from early this
I
year,
am
so
never
it should
gonna-
come out by like
I'm
December.
never going to be mad at delays. There'll be other games out. Get that right. Get it right.
I'm personally playing Final Fantasy VI right now.
I
so I
mean-
can't be mad about video game delays. I'm working my way.
A property that surprisingly my daughter has gotten into. Monster Hunter.
Really?
Monster Hunter Wilds. I got her the Switch Monster Hunter game that just came out.
Yeah.
And she loves it, and she's also getting into action figures now. Stop.
Gonna be expensive.
Oh,
Like father, like daughter.
Monster Arts.
Ooh.
The Monster Hunter
Yeah.
figures that are expensive.
Yeah, they
And
are.
I'm like, wow, that's some high taste. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds, bring on any Monster Hunter game. I love that series.
Their lore is dope too.
Yes. I will dump so much time into those games, crafting all of because I got to have all the armors from every monster. So it's like just going back and forth, hunting the same monster over and over again, trying to get his parts. It's kind of disgusting. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds, just,
A game that tends to fly under the radar but has been consistently fun. Killing Floor 3 is supposed to come out
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. Oh, Killing Floor is what?
Yep.
Like,
but still a solid performer though. I mean,
yeah, like I think they'll make their money, but like it's one of those that you tend to not talk about or think about that much. But when I
Yeah,
saw it, I was like, oh, cool. Like, yeah. I'm down.
I think there's a Metroid.
Yes, yes, there is. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yeah.
Of course, Metroid game. I'm gonna get it. But Fable,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Fable's coming out this
dude.
year.
My wife and I played Fable like at the same time on the co-op version, and oh dang, it's already.
We got like 10 extra minutes.
Our
remember.
power came back on.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
That's not a news
we
story.
eat
The
food
power
tonight.
was just out.
Man, Becky and I had like separate families, and we were still like trying to adventure together. We got kids with other people in this game, but damn, if it is, I still remember like when we found that someone had reserved the Twitter names for Fable and Perfect Dark, and that was years ago.
Yeah.
We're talking what, 7 years in development when I first brought that up.
Something like that, yeah.
So they must have been at least in some sort of stage of development when they took those Twitter handles.
Yeah.
But man, just a game series that's just been so long out in the, just no updates, no sequels or anything. Just so much time dumped into Fable.
Yeah. Quick shout out. Games that I'm excited and somewhat actually worried about is Elden Ring Night Rain.
Why?
Because it has the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3.
Oh,
So like, what are we doing?
oh,
What are we doing? It could be kind of a fun. I don't think the main development team is working on it actually, so could be interesting. Don't quite know what's happening, but I'm interested to see.
What about the Lord of the Rings one?
It's not a new
Yeah, the Shire,
Shadow.
whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
Tales of the Shire.
I don't care.
I'm honestly
Not unless
excited.
it's a new Shadows of game.
Little Nightmares 3 because I played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And they're fun.
boutique
and
little games.
Really creepy games. So
Yeah.
I am excited for the game that the developers are going to be making, like the developers that used to make Little Nightmares, the new game that they're making right now.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like
I know.
Reanimal.
Yeah.
That it looks freaky. It looks a lot scarier than Little Nightmares did. And maybe that's because it's a lot of this animal is it shouldn't look like this.
Anytime you get like they don't look right, they're moving funny, like that gets me.
Yeah.
But as long as we're still on game, if we've gotten all the games, let's talk about Nintendo releasing a new platform to play them on
Yeah.
with the Switch 2. Just announced, I put a story on the website and forgot to promote it. Yeah, the Switch 2, I know you guys are not Switch players, but
No.
I mean,
Pretty loyal to PlayStation.
but larger game console.
Yeah.
I'm liking that the Joy-Con's going to be a little bit bigger because
Yeah.
magnets attaching them this time too. I don't think anybody really had a problem with the slide.
Not to my knowledge.
My problem with the new controller is that they click in, and the thing that they click into, other than the magnets, is like a little tiny
Just waiting for that to break.
this
Uh-huh.
thing. And I'm like, that's gonna get broken. Someone's accidentally gonna move their hand like this, and it's gonna snap.
I do like they improved the prop bar on this thing because the prop bar on the Switch is flimsy.
Technically, the prop bar wasn't a prop bar. We were using it as one, but it was supposed
we
to
weren't supposed to be using the
No, that's supposed to be the thing that keeps the SD card.
Oh,
there.
really? I thought it was
Protected.
actually a prop.
No, that was never a prop bar, but we all used it as one, and they're like, oh, I guess they want a prop
It works
bar.
kind of well, just not great. But
Yeah, it's
larger screen, putting USB ports on the system itself. We don't have all the specs for it. We got a couple of things, but they are doing events in select cities, and Dallas is one, in April. So we'll be able to see the machine, maybe
Test
toy with it a little
drive
bit. Likely we're looking at a November release on this, of course.
Yeah.
Got to get it out of the holiday season. A special Nintendo Direct coming April 2nd that's going to give us probably more of the meat and potatoes of the machine, but I'm excited for any new game system. I love my Switch. So yeah, I'll take a new one. It's about time. How many years old is this?
Like
It's
9
years. Yeah, it's a long time.
It's-
it was before COVID that
yeah,
it
it's
came out.
past time.
Yeah.
so.
Because I remember getting mine before, like a couple of years before COVID.
I remember you getting yours.
It-
Being like, I'll see you guys in a month or so.
I
Yeah.
believe it was 2016 or 2017.
Oh yeah, so it's time.
Yeah.
But I mean, that system has lasted quite some time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. New gaming system, and probably going to up the graphics quality. They said on dock it's going up to 4K.
Okay.
Probably still going to be 720 on the little screen, which it's
fine.
we're getting the larger screen, so cool.
And like a lot of the games they've remastered for these didn't have graphics that could maximize their output beyond about 720.
Yeah, I don't need to play
anyway.
Super Mario World in 4K.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, the best part, backwards compatibility.
Fantastic. That means I can play.
Thank
I
you.
feel like some other consoles.
Yeah, hopefully they have enough
Sounds
out this time, but yeah, probably going to be a November release.
I'm just gonna throw out there that like my birthday is in November.
Well, you're an adult, buy your own Switch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would actually be very upset if y'all got me a Switch. Like I would be mad about it. That's too much. I'm making that very clear.
Good
now.
to
this,
know.
There's no
this reverse
danger of that.
psychology right
I
there.
wouldn't
I
be
know.
mad. It's not too much. I deserve it. I don't.
All right, how about some TV? I want to talk about some TV. Oh boy, she just,
You know I'm into TV.
the beacons are lit. Go
I
for
mean,
it.
Gross.
Last of Us Season 2. Let's start with that.
Oh, no,
Cass doesn't cry enough.
I don't
I
think, no.
cried every episode but one in the
How do you-
first season.
How is there a Last of Us 2? I mean, there wasn't a sequel to the first Last of Us.
Listen, we talked about the game for like an hour and a half.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
It's so fun. Like the end of episode 1, probably episode 1, maybe episode 2, but probably episode 1. Like I don't know that I'm gonna have the strength to watch.
If they do it in 2 episodes, I feel like it would be disingenuous. Like,
Well, we've got a journey to take.
got a journey to take. I am probably gonna cry every episode because I feel like they're gonna give us a little bit of like flashbacks every episode, and I cried so many times playing that game.
somebody's been on set an awfully long time to not be doing anything.
Yeah.
So I think you're right, is what I'm saying. And I don't know why we're avoiding spoilers so hard, but like, yeah.
Because one of my friends got mad at me because she didn't know. She's married to somebody that I knew for a fact played the game and like didn't know. And I was shocked. She had no idea. So,
Well, she has a very considerate husband who doesn't talk to her too much about the games that he plays.
Clearly.
In spite of the fact that he's a hardcore,
extremely
nerdy-ass gamer.
More hardcore gamer than I am. Yeah, should be good. Should be heartbreaking. I'm very excited to see Caitlin Dever as Abby. She's not going to be... I'm interested to see what they do because the whole thing in the game is that Abby's ginormous.
I think
And
they're
that's
going to
how-
do toned instead of buff.
Yeah. Well, that's how Ellie
Based on-
finds her.
Cool.
She says, the girl that looks like she's an ox, I think is how they describe
It's
her.
gonna
And
be
so I'm
a-
interested
Well,
to
you don't
see.
know what that was about.
It's going to be a
her
hard trip
muscles.
here.
It could be about her face.
General facial
which
structure.
also doesn't fit.
No.
I want to do one happy. The show that kind of defied everything and came back, and that's Daredevil.
Yeah.
I mean,
That does look
Yeah.
really,
it was
really
gone.
good.
It was gone, and we got it back.
Yeah.
We're getting
I-
Frank back.
I am trying to maintain my skeptical side because I don't trust Disney Plus with almost anything. They've done a couple of good TV shows, but I'm trying to
Okay, look,
rein in expectations.
I watched that trailer, and I was just like, we are so back. This is Daredevil all over again. And also, it's like everything from all of the seasons of Daredevil, just like we got Punisher, we've got Bullseye, we got Kingpin, we got Karen and Foggy back.
We don't have Elektra. Yes.
And we have Timmy Buchanan, who was my best friend growing up. Real dad did a lot of the stunt coordinating for those.
Yeah.
Give stunt coordinators their Oscar. But just, it's defied the odds, and it's back.
Yep.
That's what I'm so excited for. Like, yeah, we knew there was, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
It's like when they rumored a Moon Knight TV show. We're like, really though? You've given
Moon
us
Knight, though?
these little love kernels for years.
Yeah.
You're really putting it
So-
out.
And I
So-
loved it.
So
Yeah,
let's
that TV
also,
show.
those two characters now exist in the same universe.
I would love to
I
see.
mean, of course, it's New York.
It'd be too
They
much
should run into each other.
hotness in one shot, I think, for me.
I mean, would Disney go full on and just a guess 5 seconds of Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the Daredevil series?
That would be
Because
pretty funny.
there's a precedence for it.
Yeah.
They've
I
avoided
somehow-
cameos pretty well.
Yeah, I somehow was not spoiled on almost anything in Spider-Man, so I lost my mind when that happened. Like, yeah, oh,
And I
that
was
such
just,
a good
I
experience.
was so glad they both reached for the brick, but Matt
Yeah.
caught it.
yeah, and then was like, why did you do that?
Matt was faster than the spider sense.
Why?
Well, Matt heard that brick when it left the dude's
He did,
hand.
he did.
So,
I
um,
know.
I'm a really good lawyer.
but yeah,
It's
Daredevil.
hard not to like over anticipate Disney Plus though, and Andor.
Andor season 2. Andor, one of the best some of the best Star Wars ever.
Yeah, and I was a hardcore skeptic
Same.
for that series.
I did not want to watch that.
And Christian made me, and it was so good.
Yes.
Like,
I mean,
excited.
Skeleton Crew is pretty good as far as the Star Wars series.
That's what I heard.
What about you, Cora?
So I have a bunch of anime that I have.
I mean,
Ready to
yeah,
go.
we know. We know. What is that anime?
All right, so I'm just I don't want to watch these. I'm just excited that there's going to be new seasons for it, and that is Blue Exorcist is getting a new season, and it's been a hot minute, and I'm just excited for that for all the people that love it. I'm also just excited that we're getting a season 2 finally after several years for Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. That sounds really weird. It's actually kind of cute. The ones I'm actually excited to watch though, Witch Hat Atelier is coming out, and I'm very excited about that. Elden Ring's music composer is doing the music for it. So I'm sold.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was also already sold. The original manga is just absolutely gorgeous. If you want to read a comic of any kind with absolutely gorgeous artwork, that one right there. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I did not talk about Lazarus coming out, which, Jason, you should be excited about that one, because it is being created by Shinichiro Watanabe, who made Cowboy Bebop.
Hey.
It is Shinichiro Watanabe teaming up with Chad Stahelski from John Wick.
Yes, I remember this.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So it's taking place in a cyberpunk universe where a miracle vaccine has backfired. And we watched a trailer for it, and it looks amazing.
The action scenes were nuts, which makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like, it's one, Cowboy Bebop already had some, like, nutso fight scenes. If I don't know if y'all have had the chance to see it yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and so you've got a dude that already, you have two dudes that know exactly what they're doing with fight scenes, doing more, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just really excited about
You know, you brought up Andor. We are getting season 2 of that this year too.
That's what she said.
Oh,
That's what
you-
I said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this year.
Oh,
April, or it was March or April.
Something like that.
you know which one I'm excited for mainly because this is it.
April 22nd.
This is it. Just Stranger Things.
Finally.
Let's put the nail in there.
A show that realistically should have been done 3 years ago.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
sure, but the last season was among
Yeah.
the ones that slapped.
One thing that we've seen, in 2025, it's kind of a collective thing though. Wrestling is now on streaming.
Yes.
WWE has now moved over to Netflix. AEW has moved to Max. This is a new thing because wrestling was usually very accessible, but then like WWE era, everything moved to cable,
Yeah.
and that's where you had to watch like WCW. It was all on cable, but back in the day, wrestling was on broadcast TV, like usually late at night. But now,
Yeah, that's how I got into
yeah,
it.
but now we've got wrestling on streaming services, and so far so good, honestly.
Yeah.
They've been. I know there was some talk because the Tyson fight on.
that was a
I don't
that
even
was
want to call
so
it
different,
the
though.
event that happened on Netflix
was
between
rough.
the Paul and Tyson was a bit choppy because of everybody, and people were saying, would this be affected by wrestling? Which honestly, so many people tuned in for that other
Yeah.
boxing thing that happened, but it was a good stress test of those service, and there's been no problems. I've been watching it consistently. But it's kind of a new era of like wrestling no longer needing to follow up with ratings. It's like they can hard see who is what, how many times the show has been viewed. So it's just a new era, and I'm kind of here for it, honestly.
Yeah.
It also means, like, I don't know if like they keep those episodes logged on the website or on Netflix and Max and stuff, but if they do, then that's a really great way, like, genuinely to be like, oh yeah, this match was really great last night, and then like being able to pull it up for someone.
Yeah, and that was something that was with the WWE Network, and you had a repository where you could go watch content from WWE there.
Yeah.
But you already have the streaming service established, so it's there now.
Yeah.
It seems like a natural progression of this genre. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Max, y'all need to think of some other commercials, because the bookie, y'all have played commercials for that back to back. I will never watch that show on principle now.
I started
sorry.
watching
Unfortunately,
it.
she says it is really good.
No, literally, they played a commercial. I was like, oh God, I've seen that commercial 9 times tonight.
Yeah.
And then they played it right after that. I was like, never, never gonna watch this show.
I get that kind of pettiness. I've had it. I didn't see any ads for it.
I'm very
I
spiteful.
only saw it like pop up, and I started watching it. It's pretty funny. Do you guys know about Your Friends and Neighbors?
No.
Is this like
I saw-
10 o'clock where are your children?
Sort of. It's John Hamm, stars, TV show.
Okay.
He plays a hedge fund manager who starts burglarizing homes after he loses his job.
Interesting.
And it has Amanda Peet and Olivia Munn are co-starring. This is an Apple TV Plus, and like, I just want to see it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be funny, even if I don't actually know if its genre is comedy, but it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I did want to mention these aren't confirmed. One of them isn't even confirmed to be happening. The other one, I just don't know if it's 2025. You said Apple TV. Scrubs is doing a reunion.
Oh,
So that could
okay.
be fun. Maybe Apple TV. I don't know if that's happening in 2025, but it did get announced. Nick Mohammed, who played Nate in Ted Lasso, recently had to postpone his some of his gigs because he was shooting something that could not wait. There have been rumors that Ted Lasso season 4 is happening.
Right.
We don't know. Bill Lawrence
Is the
who
purring
was
too loud?
showrunner. Is
Sorry.
it super loud?
It's very noticeable. However, Rizzo does have a fan in the chat, so I'm sure they're very excited to hear the pretty girl. Just go. Sorry, go on.
We don't know for sure if Ted Lasso season 4 is happening. Season 3 did seem to have a definitive end, but there have been rumors for a long time.
It's important to mention that the thing that would prevent or make it go ahead was Jason Sudeikis' schedule.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
important
Nick
to the whole thing.
Mohammed,
Saying this cannot be
I've got to
moved
cancel.
makes a lot of sense.
Another one, 2 other things I'm excited about. One is already taking place, is Severance, the new season. Really good, very bizarre TV show. And weirdly, I'm excited about You, because You has concluded in every season it's ever done.
Yeah.
It's been like, well, they can't. You're done, though. You're done, though. And now they're like, this is the final one. It's a batshit series about a stalker, if you don't know. But it's so funny. He is so self-involved. He's so convinced he's in the right that, like, actually, if you have some trauma with it, like I do, I don't know. It's that much funnier if you have some distance from it to watch.
It is one of the darkest black comedies I've ever seen, but it's so funny.
The one that I'm hopeful for, but it's rumored. We might get it in 2025, might get it in 2026, and that's Fallout Season 2.
Yes.
They did say.
You know what? If they push it back to 2026,
That's fine.
I'm fine with that. Can she be seen trying to get in that door over there? And
No.
She's okay. She's
but
okay.
if they don't, I'm fine with that. I can wait.
They did say after season 1 that they had all the infrastructure in place so they could get rolling, and they very much seemed to. They're definitely already shooting, and I think have been for a while.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh, yeah.
believe I'm so excited about a Jonathan Nolan show.
Right. something robots guy. Ooh, Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård coming back as
Bill Skarsgård coming back. Chris Chalk. If you don't, what would you know him from? You would know him from The Newsroom or from Gotham, where he played Lucius Fox. Wonderful actor. Absolutely love him. But yeah, set in. It's going to be 3 seasons set in 3 different eras. Well, it was the 1960s, 1930s, and 1900s.
The aughts.
The aughts, 1900s, and follows 3 different disasters that Pennywise caused.
Ooh.
So should be a lot of fun. First season coming fall of this year, I think maybe October.
Did we miss any off your list? I'm pretty sure you got a long list, by the way.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Because most of the anime coming out is freaking like light novel shit. And for those who don't know, it's like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is a light novel. It's like an exception to the rule, but like the titles rival the length of like early 2000s emo songs.
Yeah.
And I hate them. I hate them with a
Shout out
fiery
Fall Out Boy.
passion because none of them are good.
Yep.
With the exception of Misfit at Demon King Academy, please watch Misfit at Demon King Academy. It's not good, but also it's really funny.
I don't know how good our mics are, but I wonder if it picked up Cat's knee just
It
like.
just
did
talked like I was a
popcorn.
40-something.
Yeah.
It did not.
Which
I
I-
did not
Hey,
hear it.
Anyway,
I didn't
I
hear
am
it
a
pop.
40-something. I'm trashy.
Yeah, everyone should watch Misfit at Demon King Academy. That's my soapbox. And also, I would like the isekai bubble to finally pop. I would like to see something different, please.
oh god, they did a Power Ranger and Isekai.
Is it the Red Ranger thing? That's coming out at the end of this month, by the way.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I'm setting it on
Quick
fire.
question: have you guys, and no spoilers because we haven't watched it yet, the new Nocturne season?
No, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I
Haven't
want
either.
to. I'm planning to
I-
jump in this weekend though.
I have only seen pictures and
Yep.
videos of Alucard being sexy, and yeah.
Oh, that's not the thing that got me. The thing got me a different gendered personality from season 1 with bright pink hair.
Oh no, yeah, her
Oh,
too.
girl came back with her. Oh, girl came.
Her
yeah.
too, but like specifically, I saw
That
a
one got
picture of
spoiled.
Alucard like moving hair out of his face, and he was wet from the rain, and I just like that does something.
And
to
then
And
me.
so
you
were
were
you?
wet
God,
from the rain
you-
too.
God, I
Hey!
I knew this joke was coming.
He's the
As soon as he got
most
teed
pretty
up.
boy of pretty boy vampire types.
How are you the most puritanical person here?
Because I am.
Nuclear
Angelic, if you
families.
would.
Blah blah blah.
Squid Game season 3 will be coming up this year.
Okay.
They were talking so much trash about how fast they filmed. Did you see that?
That chat is full over there. What's the deal?
The purring could not be heard. It turns out.
Aw.
But it was the
Start
mics.
purring
I
again.
No.
Why does my you know what? I'm not changing the camera anymore.
We gotta
I
figure
don't know
this
why.
out.
we
What
keep
is
going
going
away.
on?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to
No.
reset that camera. or
Everyone
something.
can see everything.
This is why we do a show 0 every year. So, all right, I think we got enough TV. Let's talk about some events because we have like one of my favorite ones coming up this year, rapidly approaching, and that's AllCon. If you're in the Dallas area, I don't have the dates for AllCon, but
You keep talking, I'll get it.
go ahead. Oh, if you want to attend just a fun event, just for the fans, with panels, games, and it's just a lot of fun with a bunch of nerds in a hotel, possibly alcohol involved, come to AllCon. It is a great event. We are planning a few panels that we're just like known for now. It's okay to be dumb at D&D. We run a live D&D session. Are we going to be able to do that again this year? I know we have very competent DMs. I don't know anything. We might be able to broadcast some stuff. We have new gear, so it should be pretty awesome. I do a toy panel. We tell you all about the podcasting stuff. So it's just a bunch of fan-run panels. Come to AllCon. It's always a good time.
March,
Go ahead.
March 13th through the 16th.
It is all,
I have
right around the corner.
something to say about AllCon. AllCon was a weirdly intimidating
Really?
thing because it's an insider's con is kind of how it's the party con. It's the you see all your friends and you're like, but what if I don't have a lot of in-community friends? It was intimidating for me to approach. In reality, that's how you make convention, friends, is all con. It's the chillest,
Most welcoming.
most welcoming. Panel sizes are very
Come have a
small,
drink.
so you talk to your neighbors. Like, it's actually the most approachable. But if you're intimidated by it's for the fans, no big guests, and you're like, I don't know if I can attach to something because of social anxiety, it's actually super chill and has some of the best merchandise of any con because they're smaller booths.
Yeah.
Yeah. But next probably, I know we do a lot of stuff with Fan Expo, but DreamHack is coming back, baby.
DreamHack has been an absolute blast. I think we've gone twice. I don't know if y'all have gone before.
I've gone once.
You've gone once.
We went twice.
I've actually gone only once because I
Okay.
didn't make it the first year.
Yeah, we've gone
But
twice.
I mean, just for a con that showed up for that first year
Yeah.
and then showed out the next year,
Yes.
I'm gonna invest in some Heelys to get around that convention center.
Seriously.
Because
I'm bringing a
thank
pocket full of money.
God, there's a convention that knows that you need to rent out the entire center
Like,
when you need to rent out the entire center.
I won't
So
go
you're
on the
not
soapbox.
crammed into half a convention. Anyway.
Yeah.
What I love about DreamHack is it's so batshit diverse.
Yes.
Like you
Oh.
have drag shows, you have Dimension 20 shows up, you have all the Magic the Gathering
You have
tournament,
Overwatch
League,
tournament, yeah.
And
at
then
the
you
same
have-
time.
small studio game developers who got their booths free
Yes.
Yeah.
to showcase their work.
And I really hope they do that again this year. Like, I hope they continue that trend.
I mean, good merch. You've got pretty much everything. Tabletop. You've got gaming. You've got PC game. You got console. It is the full force of everything that is gaming. And
That
damn,
and like QuakeCon is the other one that I remember being like that. And COVID kind of was QuakeCon
Yeah.
pretty severely.
Yeah.
And DreamHack is absolutely picking up that mantle.
And like I know this isn't the most like relatable, but their press room rocks.
Their press room, they were so accessible.
their staff. It's just I can't say enough about how much we were impressed by this con. Not just that we had fun and they had everything on lock.
And actually, I know it sounds kind of egotistical, but actually, when they make our experience better by keeping us up to date with communications, everybody's experience
Yeah.
improves.
Encourage you to please go watch some of our videos from last year. We got to talk to people that ran it. It was just
Yeah,
We got to
you might
meet
even
Erica
meet Erica
Ishii.
Ishii.
And take a picture with her and show up on her Instagram story.
I'm very jealous that y'all to meet my wife.
We didn't hit on her blatantly, which was very hard.
And I didn't cry. Which is impressive for me.
This was my makeup.
Seriously. I did drool.
Do we know
Shut
when
up.
DreamHack is happening this year?
I'm sure Cass can be right on that.
Yeah.
And
He's gonna be
And
stewing
also
about
another-
Erica Ishii still.
I'm never living that down until I get my Ishii moment. So
another thing from the chat is we have people wondering if we are going to be doing panels again this year for Fan Expo.
I mean, we really have never done a panel for Fan Expo. Maybe we should put in to do one. We did.
Actually was.
Oh, y'all joined the Fates, didn't you?
We did an actually panel, and that was a lot of fun. I lost that game, but I think I won the crowd. Also, probably a miracle I was able to edit
We should
that hodgepodge
put it-
video that we shot.
we should try and put one together because that was an absolute blast. I think we should do it more often.
Unhinged competitive cat came
And
out.
I mean, we had
And I walked.
we
People think I'm not competitive. I got so mad that I lost.
anybody that watches that video.
DreamHack, May 23rd to May 25th.
Awesome.
Good.
If you watch the video, that's like 2 different videos, 3 different
Couple.
sources of audio. Putting the slides in and everything.
Shooting on my iPhone
Yep.
and
Recording
slides.
audio off of my phone, your phone, the camera. We made that work though. So
I'm going to tell you a little behind-the-scenes story about Cass and my competitiveness,
But-
like from that
Go
night.
ahead.
So I hadn't slept, and when I don't sleep, I get unhinged. And I was beating myself up, even though I won, because I was like, our
I recall
actual
that.
job was to entertain.
Have a good time.
That's the actual
Yeah.
job.
that's
And I
The
got so
only-
competitive that I could only focus on winning. And I was like, I was awful. I was so loud. I was so blah, blah. And Cass was so mad about losing that she couldn't be emotional support in that moment.
I was
So
like, yeah,
we both
you
felt
were awful.
awful about ourselves. And then I watched the video back and I was like, I didn't actually forget to be
No.
entertaining.
No,
I was
no.
goofing off.
No, you were awful and dumb and stupid.
And so I
and
came back
So,
later and I was like, you didn't comfort me. I wasn't like fishing for compliments, but I thought if I was wrong, you would tell me. And she was like, I was mad at losing.
The answer is we will certainly put in for a panel
Yeah,
for Fan
give it a
Expo.
shot.
If you want us to do something at Fan Expo, you can always talk to them and say, hey, bring in Super Cool Nerd Show to do some stuff. That is how we would really get it. I mean, we have a good working relationship with them now, but if you wanted us to have like some sort of greater involvement or like a guest booth thing or something, let them know that you want us there.
We packed out that room.
Yeah.
We
And
did.
I had my first having a fan interaction of my lifetime after that. A fan came up and was like, you guys were really funny. It was so fun. And she was shy. And I was like, why was she shy about it? And I was like, she thinks we're a big deal. And that was a cool moment. It hasn't gone to my head, but it was really meaningful that somebody thought it was fun.
Speaking of panels, FakeCon.
Woo woo.
FakeCon is happening again this year. One of my favorite local cons, if not my favorite local con. There's only been one. It was an absolute blast.
It was so
I
much
loved
fun.
it so much. Really like the D&D con of the Dallas-Fort Worth
Yeah.
area. Absolute
Along
amazing.
with ReaperCon.
Along with ReaperCon. I forgot about yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
As
Happening in
an
ReaperCon is more
overall
the
TTRPG
Yeah.
relief space.
with more of a focus on Pathfinder than Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But still, a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And of course, we have, you know, the big show that we've already been accepted into. We will be going back to San Diego Comic-Con this year. We will be there. Yeah, the Monster Con that is. Cora got to experience for the first time. Yay.
And we're getting better at it. I know it sounds weird to be like you can be good or bad at cons. San Diego is a hard con to work.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting better. We're making better connections.
Making
We
progress.
put out a ton more content this last year.
And we're gonna
Like,
do
we're
even
doing
more.
it.
What?
We're getting there.
FakeCon, September 27th through the 28th.
I like that.
At the Bob Duncan Center in Arlington.
Yep.
And this time we probably won't have to leave to go meet my brother's baby.
And this time I won't have my
I had to.
IRL job hold me up. Oh,
Yeah.
I had to leave. To
I
go
will
meet.
still be there a lot.
well,
Yeah.
you did pretty good on your DMing there.
Yeah. Everybody liked the games I ran, so I'm probably gonna try and do
She
it
was
again.
very. Did y'all,
Cass also played it a game.
Cass played in a game, died within an hour because she misty stepped onto a disintegration trap. Because honestly, that's how Cass rolls. The DM was he was so apologetic, and I was like, bro, this is why I'm here, is to make rash decisions. And like it's like we can. I'm like, it's okay. I accept the consequences of my dumbass actions.
I in character in game because someone was trying to pick the lock on the door that she Misty stepped into, and after hearing her scream as being, back it up, get back away from the door, back away from the door.
One of the things that amazed and kind of impressed me is that there are DMs who choose to DM in
Yes.
like a convention setting for the first time. Like that's wild to me. It seems like a more intimidating atmosphere in some ways, but
Yeah.
like new, fresh perspectives are always welcome in D&D. They rock.
Yeah.
Might be time to start wrapping up the show. Oh, go.
And that is because no one's gonna be tired of hearing me talk about it.
Lord,
yet.
here it is.
That is Suikoden Day.
Yep.
Suikoden Day is a week-long event that used to be held before COVID. COVID kind of screwed that over, but with the remasters coming out, we wanted to hold it again. So it'll be March 5th through the 12th. It'll be online. It's not an in-person thing. It's an online thing. We're going to be having several competitions. We're having a cosplay competition, fan art, fan fiction competitions, a play it forward competition where it's kind of like pay it forward but play the game forward. And I can do stuff too for stuff that doesn't fall into those categories. Our main events are going to be, we're going to have a murder mystery game. We're going to have a quiz competition, and we're also going to have an artist hangout where you can hang out with me and the other artist, Sadie, that's worked on the artwork for the event. We can just draw, and we're gonna put a big collaboration picture together that we're gonna give to the creators. And we will also be having like item shops. So if you have like Sweekend merchandise or artwork, prints, stuff you're gonna sell, stuff there, just all kinds of stuff. And it's just a big fun time, and everyone should come. Even if you haven't played the games yet or know anything about them, this is like the whole point of this is to entice people to learn about it.
It's like your new internet obsession is here.
Yeah, your new obsession is here. Please come forward and come join us. We're welcoming people new and old to the community, to the game, to the whole thing. Please come. It'll be really, really fun. You can just pop in and out. Last year we did lots of like Let's Play, or last time we had this, there were Let's Plays, and some people streamed the symphony concerts as well. Those are really pretty, by the way.
Well,
That's awesome. Nostalgic like communities for something that doesn't have a ton of new content are some of the best like niche communities you can join.
but we've got a big year planned. We plan to have some guests. We're going to be going out to some places around Dallas, providing y'all with more and more content, more shorts. Of course, more Dungeons and Dragons games, because we have fun with that. But yeah, if you want us, seriously, if you want us to appear at a con, tell them.
Yep, just go to their website. They usually have a contact page somewhere on there, and just send it there.
And sometimes we get busy. We're at most of the cons. Like, hit us up if you're going to
There's even
one.
some people in
There's
the
a
chat
high
that
likelihood.
we plan on getting in here to talk to them. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a good time. So yeah, that's what. Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention.
No,
but
I'm
she's
so
just
sorry, guys.
trying to hack up a lung.
I'm not sick anymore. It's just residual.
You're also not well. We get it.
It all started.
I'm so sorry.
We thought it was nothing, but it turned into something.
Yeah.
Cass was the first carrier of the
It's
Got
virus.
the mushroom
No.
fungus.
It's my annual January almost die disease.
See, I'll tell them as long as you can make Jason try and spell more absurd fantasy creature names again.
Nobody can spell any
Deal.
of those.
Nobody. That was
Deal.
absolute.
A couple of the like random
The
mini
things I do
game
to
questions were batshit. Like, what do all these symbols represent? Which schools of magic? I'm like, I have no idea. And he and I went the same route with like Jesus, I have Horus. Like,
Someone asked me like afterwards, they were like, "That was so," and I was like, "I couldn't fucking spell that." All right?
Yeah.
No, that was me being genuinely dumb. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I didn't get
Doing
any of
our
the mini
best.
games.
So yeah, gonna be a big year. We're glad to be back. We'll be back to our more traditional format next week. But yeah, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Go visit us over on Blue Sky, SCNS Live. We are on Facebook and Meta. You can find us, or Facebook and Instagram, which we got verified on Instagram. Anyway, okay.
They're losing
Because
people
we're
fast.
awesome and everything's great and we're good.
Cool.
And it's great.
Because I was like,
awesome and
because admittedly, I was like, I'm not paying for this. Oh. You're giving it to. Okay, cool.
Part of me is just
it's
like, I
not-
don't give a shit about your validation.
And it's not because we're bad mustache man people. Will
Anyway,
you two
So-
let me say that?
Yeah. Here on YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, Instagram,
And our
Facebook,
website.
and our website, supercoolnerdshow.com.
Cass and I are getting ready to do another month of like
Yes.
movies
Ooh.
for
Yeah.
February.
People like those articles.
We're gonna do comedies, which
Oh.
is hard to approach because comedy doesn't age well.
Yeah,
but we're gonna
disclaimer.
try.
We understand that old comedy doesn't always.
I have a review coming out this week, and people really like the review I did of the Master Sword.
Yes.
And the new Spawn figure. So I'm doing one on these very cool missing link Transformers. They're so small and tiny, but I'm also giving away one.
Oh,
It is a Bumblebee, just like this one. You'll have to watch the review to figure out how you can get this. But yeah, we're doing a little bit of a giveaway. It's not much, but these are really cool toys. Just highly
it's
posable,
the toy Bumblebee. There's not
Yeah.
just the dead bee.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
highly posable little G1 figures. And yes, we'll be giving away one on the channel. More information coming this weekend when I release the review. So yeah, little giveaways. Be kind of cool.
Nice.
Will you give it to me
Huh?
if I?
You're not getting, no.
You're
I don't think we
disqualified
qualify.
by the terms and conditions.
No. All employees of SCNS Live are not eligible to win.
We're not employees.
This is true. People that are in this room
You
are
gotta
not
pay
eligible.
us, and then you can disqualify us.
People
from
that
the
exist in
vote.
this
Rizzo's
room
not
are not
qualified?
eligible. No.
I don't.
She's making biscuits hard over here, just trying to make a
working
living.
her ass off.
I moved her blankets and now she's all
babe.
upset. Anyway, yeah, but that's where you can follow us at SCNS Live on all those social media platforms. Of course, if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me at JasonTheX.
Find me on Instagram, sometimes at BetterCat.
Find me on Instagram and occasionally Threads at The Good Cast.
You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Corodono Art, specifically Blue Sky for watching me have a mental breakdown as I make everyone in my house scarves because none of them have any.
I think everybody on Blue Sky is having a
That's
mental
what Blue
breakdown
Sky-
in
I
the
think that's
best
what Blue
possible,
Sky's
healthiest
for,
community
yeah.
way.
But anyway, that's it for us. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Art is resistance, don't stop making it.
We'll fix Cora's camera next week.
Love, hope,
Maybe.
rage.
She still looks at it. Love, hope, rage.